Wow, he had like a magnet for you too. He was like, where's she at? I'm gonna get her over here. Y'all didn't know?
Hey, is this thing recording, Eric?
We number one.
Steve will see that later.
Do that, I do no video.
Welcome back, and let's get moving. I want to maximize our practice time so that we get some time to get into the present. And so we're going to say goodbye to Explore. And just before we do, is there any final questions, comments, thoughts on that Explore step? Got to work on that, yeah. Who else would say that you got to work on that? Yeah, without a doubt. And it's remember the two keys. If you just boil this down, there's so much to think about, right? Everyone feeling that overwhelm right now? And that's normal, and that's just what it is. So if you take all of that and boil it down, this is your goal. This is it. If we do these 5, you're going to be on your way to being able to do all the rest. Okay, these will facilitate the rest. Set a good agenda. Use that card. And then do what you said, right? Ask questions, transparency. Those are the 2 big things. So just what are the nature of the questions you're asking in that first step? And are we offering price transparency during that phase? Do those 2 things, and now this will facilitate building great options. And this will have already told them what those options are going to cost. This makes your present step a cakewalk. Because now what we do next is easy. This step is absolutely easy. We're going to build great options, and then we're just going to stay present. Just refuse to bail on this thing just because we got one no from the customer. All right, stay present. Yes.
If you are transparent with your price right there, and there is somebody else that's making the decision, it's secretly that benefit. They're going to tell somebody else while you're out there doing it. Like, hey,
yes,
this is what I got coming.
Yes. So yeah. So now you take this whole thing. You're absolutely right. And then as you're about to leave, you tell them, have that conversation with your spouse. Like, they know what to have the conversation about. There's context. There's a price, right? They can tell them the whole thing. The guy said, I don't know, $300 or $500 or something to get it fixed today. But then he was talking to me about this, doing this kitchen makeover thing, which sounded pretty cool. The new sink and everything else is going to be like $5,000. But he's going to bring options back in a few minutes. Right? So now they can actually have a real conversation about what's taking place. We're not waiting till we're on you know, fourth down and the time clock has got 1 second left before we're putting all that information out. Right? It gives us time. That's what it does. So trust this. This will get you there. This is all of the curbside evaluation form. 5 simple steps. Get these things done, and then you're going to fill in the blanks on the rest. The rest of it's going to start to happen. But this will drive you immediately into the land of making your life easier and getting this stuff, getting it done. Let's transition to present. Okay, so we've greeted the customer, we've set a good agenda, we've explored, we've asked good questions, we've done price transparency. Where we left off was telling them I'm going to head out to my truck and provide some, and go get and prepare some options. Okay? So you've already flagged those options in your road guide. So grab that options page. This is where these are the options we're going to present. Okay, so now here's the entire present step boiled down onto one flip chart. Okay, really, really easy. You're going to sit back down with Mr. Jones and you're going to say, Mr. Jones, thank you again for the opportunity to do work. I've worked at a lot of companies, not a single one has even come close to taking care of me the way Best does. That means that I get top-notch training, like world-class training all the time. And that they are committed to making sure I can provide the 5-star service that I said. And I love that, because it means that my customers love the work that I do. All our pricing comes from a book. I don't create it. I don't get to change it. It's just what it is. And what's really great about that is it's not based on how much time it's going to take me to do the work today. That means I can slow down, I can check my work, and I can clean up after myself. And you're not watching the clock in either mind. That's what 5-star service is. So I'm going to go ahead and give you about four options, or 3 options if I'm HVAC. We're going to go over those options. And I just want you to know that I'm proud to do any one of those options for you. And once you've had a chance to look at those, let me know which one of those works for you, and we'll go ahead and get started on that option today. Sound good? All right, now I'm going to put our options down in front of our customer. All right, so the first thing we talked about was, whatever you talked about with your customer, right? The reason I'm here is because the thing broke down. And so, in addition to that, we talked about a few other things. Therefore, and this is linking it to their words, right? Therefore, I've got option 1 prepared for you, or option A prepared for you, and it includes this. Now imagine, right, you use your imagine statement. For HVAC option A, there's not much to imagine, right? With option A, you're getting your system fixed. It means that it works again, and we've only fixed the link that's broken. That's it. We know which link is broken, and we're going to fix it. What we don't know is what link is going to break next. We know that there's other weaker links in the chain. We don't know which one's going to break next. Say it. You can see that option is going to be $982, and it comes with a 1-year parts and labor warranty. And whatever your warranty is what your warranty is. This is just illustrative purposes. That's it. This is just an example. Okay? Link it, say it, say it. And the level of confidence you say it with has an impact on their willingness to feel confidence in those prices. They'll reflect back to you what you're putting out there. Okay? So then you can see that one's like, man, that's a lot. It's 982. Right? You should feel that. Yeah, that is a lot. It's just the only thing I think could possibly say. Right? So to get that repair done, it's going to be $982, and that comes with a 1-year parts. Okay, that's it. Just say it. It's just a fact. Just a number. Get rid of all your emotional attachment to it and just say it. Okay? Spin it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you have a moment to look at those other options. If you're HVAC, of course, you're explaining the B as well, or getting into detail on that. I'm going to go ahead and let you review those options. Take a moment to look through those ones. Let me know what questions I can answer, and let me know, more importantly, which one of those you want to get started on today. And then step back in your chair, and just be quiet. For the sake of this practice, I will invite you to consider not allowing yourselves to just be greedy, where the customer says, okay, let's go with option B. Right? Let's actually have some conversation around that, where there's some confusion. I'm not really sure which one would you recommend, or I think I might want to think about it a little bit. Why is it so much? Or whatever those questions are, allow there to be some yellow-reddish response to that, just so that you get the feel for that as you're going through this. Okay? Without being customer from hell, we don't want to be like, get out of my house, guys.
Quick question. I mean, going through those options, you said we can get that work done today, but we know that there are some things that have to be put off the schedule.
Yes.
So how would you word that?
All right, so depending on which option you choose, we're going to go ahead and get started on that work today.
Right.
Okay, so then they say, okay, I want to go ahead with option number 1. Okay, fantastic. I can definitely get started on that for you today. And so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get your, get whatever parts I've got available, and I'm gonna get started on that work. So it means getting started on it. And then any time I've done this where I've got a customer who's chosen a rather robust option, where there's more stuff than I can do and it's 5 o'clock in the evening and whatever, and that's the case, get started on the work today. Do something disruptive to that environment that you have clearly done work there. Like pee on it, right? We've talked about this a few times. Mark your territory before you leave. That's what it's about. And that there's progress, that the customer has realized, has experienced you getting started on the work today. And then simply say, okay, option 1 is fantastic, and I'm more than happy to get that work started for you. So here's what's going to happen, and then just explain. So what I'm going to be able to do today is get the parts ordered. We're going to get this staged. We're looking at about 3 or 4 hours probably to get all that work done. I'm going to need probably half a day to get all that work done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on that right now. I'm going to get the parts going, and I'm going to be back tomorrow morning when I get all